Hello and welcome back to the Mobus Archives. This is your host, Mobus Rex, and we are playing Let It End. Alright, when last we left, we were working towards wasting some time and getting some wasting magic done. Now we've submitted most of the ore nodes here, and most of the resonant energy cells. And now, let's go check this out. Whoops. So this is actually working really well. Adding all these runes of augmented capacity and all these runes of sacrifice. If I actually turn this back on. Are you on? There we go. The sound of death. This actually works rather well. Where's that divination? If we just let our mobs not die by the spikes, which are... Ooh, come on, let me up. Which are down here. If we don't let them die by that, they can get up to a point where this is actually pretty efficient for making life essence. So much so that this can recharge pretty fast. I think it has to do with the witches. If you have enough witches, they can throw their healing potions at themselves and heal each other. And it actually makes for making these nodes pretty fast. Now, right now, take a look at the node recipe. It takes 50,000 life points for the tier 4 altar. But if we do have enough witches, which I'm not even seeing a single one of here, but if we do have enough witches, this will actually recharge almost instantaneously. Other ways to do this might actually be to remove this speed rune. That might help there, but let's toss one of these in. See how well we do. No dice this time around. We need a lot more mobs in there, but we already have made up the last 2 ore nodes. That's no problem. And we can just, whoops, manually submit these. And I should have some of these... Whoop. Hello, wind. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Okay, so we are in the updated pack, and I think these have actually been bumped up. It looks like they hold, what is that, 80,000? Or 80 million? 80 million, well. Instead of 15 million now. So my idea of submitting all of these is kind of not working. Alright, so we probably could submit those, but we can't. We can claim a reward as Ichor in our reward bag, and that's for the for submitting the nodes. Let's see what we get from this. Reward bag, Fluix crystals, alright. Let's toss those in there. And let's see what our next quest is. So we don't have wasting power just yet, but we do have wasting good food. Mom always told me to never waste food. Well, she can go stick it. So what do we have? Fish and chips. Alright, expect that. Delighted meal. Ginger chicken. And chocolate spinkles cake. Spinkles, not sprinkles. Let's just check those out. So for spinkles, I think there is a sprinkles. Chalk will do. There is a chocolate sprinkle cake. There's no recipe for it, but there is definitely a chocolate spinkles cake. Now that requires cocoa powder, dandelion yellow, some rose red, and some cactus green. Dough is pretty easy. We can make that fairly readily. Rose red and dandelion yellow, they come when you can make... where is... Oh, staring me in the face. Watering can. So if you water grass long enough, I'll just go over here. Never mind watering grass, that takes too long. We want, you. We want some of this bone meal. And we can at least bone meal grass to get, flowers. There you go, one dandelion. I have some chests with me. I'm going to place these over here, because I have a feeling I'm going to need that. So the chocolate sprinkles cake, it needs dandelion yellow. It needs dandelion yellow. And me not to fall in the void, thank you very much. I need to get stuff out of my inventory. But it needs downline yellow and rose red, and we can definitely get that from applying some bone meal to the grass. Now, seeds don't drop from the grass, and I think some of these other recipes, like cocoa powder, cocoa beans... Oh, cocoa beans can be gotten? You can get cocoa beans from slime plant seeds. That's pretty cool. Slime plants aren't too hard to make. Oh, this is a phytogenic insulator. Maybe we'll try that if we need it. But we do have a lot of bone meal that we can use to just grow stuff. You can use this in the phytogenic insulator. No, it doesn't look like it. But we might be able to get some of the seeds we need, because we need, like, what is it, ginger chicken? And that needs ginger and scallion and, oh boy, honey. Honey, you need the presser. And you need to get this honeycomb. Honeycomb, you need the apiary, but you need the queen. Queen comes from a grub and royal jelly. Grub comes from an apiary and a queen. And someone's having issues? How about we just look for bee? So maybe we can craft this beehive, and yes, we can. We need an artificial hive ex nihilo. Now that looks like it's just a hay bale and a silk mesh. Hay bales we can make up pretty readily now. And a silk mesh, relatively not bad either. Alright, so we can do that. We just have to figure out the apiary and the bees and stuff like that. So we're going to have to start moving towards that. I don't think we'll get there today. Just put some of this stuff away. So you guys might be wondering why I have the squid plant seeds with me. And that stuff I just put away I actually wanted. At least a little bit of it. There you go, some bone meal. Just drop these squid plant seeds in any body of water you have. They'll eventually plant. And, once it's active and ready... Come on, there we go. You'll spit out a squid. And this squid, if I can hit it... There you go. Sometimes drops raw calamari. I've been hunting a few of these. So we just have to kill enough of these to get raw calamari. Now this raw calamari can be used as a basic ingredient for the fish dinner. So this fish sticks can be used for the fish and chips, which is what we're going to be working towards. And it could take any types of fish. The raw calamari coming from these seems to be one of the easier ways to get it. So we also need the delighted meal. And that needs some type of smoothie, which is snow and a berry of some type. We also need the fries, which are pretty easy. It's just potato and bakeware. And we need a deluxe cheeseburger, rather. And that's lettuce and tomato and some cheese and a hamburger, which can be tofu or meat, and toast in a skillet. So we can know how to make these. We know how to make these fries, but it's these lettuce and tomato that we need to find. We could also use zucchini fries, but we have enough potatoes already. Carrots, those are potatoes. And we actually have a good chunk of potatoes already. And they're also something that we can grow with bone meal. Lost that word there. But bone meal, and we get a fair number of them from having the bone meal. Let's toss that in there for safekeeping for now. And I'm just going to go and see. And I believe we can get seeds if we hoe. Let's get a couple of these. Use some sticks. We hoe. Making a liar out of me. Where's my watering can? There we go. I just saw one fly off. Oh, there it is. Okra seed. Yeah, so we can get seeds if we hoe grass. We just have to be careful not to get rid of all of it. Just to prevent it from completely going away and us needing to make more of it. We can get a silk shovel out. I saw one in one of my chests somewhere. And that'll allow us to spread the grass more, and we might do that. But for now, we'll see if we get lucky. There we go. We have a berry that'll help us out. We might need a few more things. Alright, give me a second. Be right back. So this is a fairly interesting issue. I don't think emerald trees can be harvested with harvesters anymore. They used to be. This wasn't too bad. Oh, and when I break them, what did they just turn into? Emerald wood chop. Huh. Alright. So maybe my effort to make, get me out of here. Get me out. Maybe my effort to make some of these emerald logs is not particularly useful anymore, especially if these... I don't have a recipe for what I can use these emerald wood chops for. We used to be getting a lot of logs out of this, but it seems that we're no longer getting anything useful out of these. I don't know if something's changed up with tree ores and whatnot, but the harvester doesn't seem to be working on these anymore. Something of a concern. If we were to make some type of grove out of just the emerald trees. And also, this is something else I just noticed, the autonomous activators need RF power, so keep that in mind. So this will only place if it has RF power. Alright. Alright, back to the grind, seeing about getting more seeds. Whoa. Don't want to fall too far. Alright, we are back. I let this soak overnight, and finally, these resonant energy cells fully charged. And there we go. Ooh, did I lose one? I hope I didn't lose one. I need 6 of these, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Perfect. And we can just submit these. There you go. Wasting power and manual submit. Manual. Oh. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this one. I was able to submit the 4 resonant energy cells. It might be broken. These are fully powered at 80 million. They might have been able to be submitted at 5 million, or 50 million. George stuff, you are watching this, you might want to check on that. Let me know if I'm doing this wrong. But whatever I have, I'm using 1.41, I believe, of... yeah, I'm using 1.41 of the pack, so if I am doing something wrong, I think these should be able to be submitted, but there seems to be something of a problem here. But that's neither here nor there. So I've been working a while. I still need to get more fish. But I've been working a while with getting a little bit of a garden going. We have our zucchinis. We have our scallions. Critical. Tomatoes. Some berries. A good chunk of wheat. A little bit of ginger. Ginger. Lettuce. Blackberry. And mostly for the most part. That didn't even sound right to me. I've just been more or less pulling. I had to refill this. Pulling some of this bone meal and just right-clicking on these. They turn up fairly easily once you finally have the seeds. And you can see here that we have a good chunk of those kicking around. In fact, we have a lot more than we need. Not that chest, obviously, but we have a good full stash of seeds. Oh, dandelion left. I missed that. I need the dandelions, definitely. Do I have any roses back here? No. No. I've tried. I was doing it getting some seeds from here because it's much easier with these, with more grass, but the cows were getting on my nerves. And this farm was readily supplying me with all the cactus I need, and the slime plants were providing me with all the cocoa I need. So we do have a good chunk of these, but I am still short on honey. Alright, so I figure I might as well get a few of these hives going. We need, what is it? A few, I guess we're getting 3 of these hives going. Artificial hives from Ex Nihilo. And then we need to... What do we need to do with these? Oh. Okay. I need molten fairy fluid? How do I get molten fairy fluid? From blood, obsidian, and ardite. Okay, not too bad. Blood, that's a little bit of my own sacrifice, although I might even have some in here. That's iron. Blood. There's some blood. Let's get some of this iron out of here. We have some ardite that we got from our laser system. We just need obsidian, which is easy. We already have something that's making obsidian. Oops. Need one of you, let's say. Let's get two of you. And just toss these in here. Obsidian, ardite. Might need more. Not sure how much we will need. Alright, the ardite's melting up. And there we go, there's liquid ardite, molten ardite. And the obsidian should mix automatically with the blood that's in there unless we need more. There we go. And there we go. Molten fairy 32 millibuckets. Not sure that's enough. We need to put one of these in here. And then toss the molten fairy into here. Not a lot of that. Might need a lot more. Find out. Empty that in there. Doesn't look like enough. Need 100 millibuckets. Alright. Go grab more ardite. Actually, it might not even be the ardite that we need. It might be the blood. So, self-sacrifice here. Dude, the inside of this is amazing. Ow. Let's just see how much blood it is sucking up. There's a smelter controller. There we go. 5 millibuckets blood gives us a good chunk of fairy. Just sit here for a bit. Be right back. Alright, that should do it. We should have 288 millibuckets. That should be enough to get us our first couple, if not all three, hives here. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, we got our first hive, at least. I need to drain this now. Alright. Got that fluid back out. Now, we have to be very quick on the draw here. Hit it, stop. Good. And one more. How much is left in here? Don't know. More than enough. Alright. So we have 20 millibuckets of this fairy fluid, and we have a few beehives. Nice thing about Pam's beehives, let's go inside to do this. You can just break them. This isn't like forestry beehives. And do we always get a queen? Looks like it. So these beehives, we need an apiary. Apiary. And it's item frame and a bunch of wood. Pretty easy. Alright, just making up some leather here. I have it in my inventory. Need this right here, and we should be making leather pretty readily. We got 3 and 6. That should be enough for 2 apiaries. And if you hear the sound of these voices, we have a lot of mobs just collecting in that kill pit there. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. If I don't fall to my doom. We can easily make nodes now. These are not a problem at all. Oh, if I turn on my kill switch. Remember to do that. Turn on your kill switch. Very important for refilling your stuff. You can see that we're exceeding how fast we are sucking up life points into that node that we're making. So this is all because we have a lot of mobs up there. A few of them have died, you've heard. But the witches are the key point here. They won't die. Neither will, I think, undying zombies. Don't quote me on that, though. And there we go. It can work quite well. You just have to wait and get some witches in here. so that they can prevent themselves from dying. And I think the longer you leave this running, the more witches you'll have build up, because everything that will die can die, and the more witches you get, the longer they live. The longer they live, the more life points you get. The more life points you get, the more nodes and whatever else you need to put through the magical chamber there. Alright, let's get these working. Just need to make the few item frames first. And the apiaries need... that's bricks. They need wood. Oh, Lexica Botanica changed. Huh. Alright, so we have a couple of these apiaries. I don't know if they're as restricted as the other ones. I'll just drop one here and see. Just toss a queen bee in. And I guess leave it? I'm going to take one outside just in case. Maybe even give it a flower. And power, apparently. And I guess we'll just have to wait. And until next time. This has been Mobius Rex from Mobius Archives. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave us a like, leave us your comments and suggestions. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.